Hello out there. My name's David Horton, and I'm proud to be one of the pastors at St. Luke's Methodist here in Houston. Thanks for joining me today. This is the fourth Monday in a 5 Monday series on 5 skills that we can be working on in the pandemic. If you've been following me these past few Mondays, you know where I'm getting these from. These are from Colossians chapter 3, verse 12. You hear this passage a lot at weddings, but I think it really applies to really any time in life. I've been inviting you to memorize this verse with me, so here it goes. I'm gonna do my best here. Here's Colossians 3:12. As God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience. Those are 5 skills, not just virtues or good character traits, skills, concrete things that we can do and practice getting good at. That's what a life of discipleship is all about. Not just character traits or good ideas, but actual skills you can practice at. So throughout this little series here, I've been paraphrasing these 5 skills. Patience, I said, was about long suffering. It's not just sitting on your hands and waiting around. No, you long suffer through something hard and keep up the faith through it. That's patience. Meekness is about non-anxious strength. Goodness, that's what our world needs a lot of right now. A non-anxious strength. Meekness isn't about being a pushover. It's not about being weak. It's actually the opposite. Meekness is the most powerful power there is. Non-anxious strength. And humility is about anti-selfishness. Humble people aren't just unselfish, they are anti-selfish. They work against every trace of selfishness in them by God's grace and God's help. Today we're talking about kindness. Kindness is about tangible goodness. Kindness is tangible goodness. The Greek word for kindness that Paul uses is, let's see, I had to practice this one too, Christotes. Christotes is kindness. It means to be useful to somebody. It means to lend somebody some tangible piece of help that actually matters in their lives. It's something. It's not just about being nice. Okay, kindness is not niceness, and we confuse those. Niceness is about an attitude, putting on a nice smile. That's a character trait. Niceness is not kindness. Kindness is always a tangible action that you do for somebody. You're always giving them a goodness, going out of your way to spread God's goodness in the world and apply God's goodness to somebody's life in a way that really, really matters to them and makes an impact. It's tangible goodness. That's what love is. And in 1 Corinthians 13, in Paul's great hymn about love, he says love is patient. It's the same word from Colossians 3:12. Love is long-suffering, and love is kind. Love is tangible goodness. Tangible goodness. When's the last time you've gone out of your way to give some tangible goodness? Let me lift up just two quick stories. My call story to ordained ministry is all about tangible goodness. I was in college and I fell into homeless ministry in our college town. Really, it was very simple. My buddies, we would go into the dining hall and have our evening meal. But then we would get to-go containers, right? And since it was buffet style in the dining hall, you could fill up your belly and then fill up a to-go plate for later. Same price, doesn't cost you anything extra. And we'd fill up our to-go containers. What we would do is we would hit the streets of our college town. And it took us a few weeks to find them, but soon we found all the homeless people we could on the street-dependent people. And we would just spend an hour and a half with our unhoused friends. They really did become our friends. We would carry them these to-go boxes of to-go boxes of food and share a meal on the sidewalk. It was a tangible goodness. And of course, they shared their time with us, giving us a tangible goodness. And had I not experienced that kind of tangible goodness in college, I really don't think I'd be giving you this devotional right now. The second story I wanted to share is just a really brief one. I see my lawn out here, so I try to mow my own grass, and so do all my neighbors. My neighbor on this side of the house, what he'll do is he'll wave at me every time we mow the grass and we're out there doing it together. The wave is a nice thing. Whenever you wave to your neighbor, you are being nice. What my neighbor will do, though, is he'll get his edger and he will edge along his portion of grass, right? Along, when you edge between your lawn and the sidewalk. But what he'll do is he'll go a few extra feet into my yard, okay? And he'll edge a little bit into my yard. He'll cheat on his neighbor's side, and it makes my lawn look a little nice. There's a big difference between the wave and cheating on your neighbor's side. It's the difference between niceness and kindness. He gives me a tangible goodness every time he does that. Tangible goodness. Don't just wave at your neighbor. Give them a kindness. Friends, it's tangible goodness that saves the world. Not just being nice, not just thinking nice things or feeling nice ways about people. God didn't just wave at the world and save the world. God being nice did not save the world. It was God being kind. God sent his Son into the world, the fullness of God into the world in a person. And that person lived for us and died for us and lived again for us and still in a way lives for us. God gave us a tangible goodness. The best goodness there could be. Niceness isn't what did it. It's kindness. May you go reflect God's kindness in a world that so badly needs it. God bless you.